Welcome to Demo Day, where young innovators take the stage and showcase real-world projects to a global audience. At WEquil School, students learn to become innovators, teaching each other each week through their creations. WEquil App has thousands of novel and useful projects born out of our students' strengths, interests, and passions. But Demo Day is more than just a presentation. It's a celebration of innovation, collaboration, and the power of young minds. Join us on this incredible journey of inspiration as we witness the next generation of problem solvers and leaders. From Harvard professors to industry experts, our demo days attract incredible guest speakers who share their knowledge and ignite curiosity. Whether you're a young innovator looking to showcase your creations or a family seeking an extraordinary learning experience, Demo Day is here for you. Together, let's create a world where young minds flourish, ideas come to life, and innovation knows no boundaries. Join us for an unforgettable journey of learning, growth, and discovery. Welcome to Demo Day. So this is my article on FoodTECH. As you guys might already know, we did a podcast on this, and tech stands for tasty, easy, cheapy, healthy, basically as a framework for what is the ideal meal. And we kind of came to the conclusion that these four components make up the ideal meal. And so while cooking and eating healthy can seem overwhelming, I hope this presentation can serve as a useful guide to get started on cooking these meals for yourself and your family. So first is the tech meal template, which is something where I aim to kind of incorporate a protein, starch, fiber, and healthy fat for all meals. There are a lot of different views on the different ratios of each component you should have, but I think it'll just depend on you and your individual situation, and just to aim to have all four components. And so the first thing in tech is tasty, and the first thing to cover is what is tasty. This is hard because a lot of what people consider to be tasty goes against the healthy principle, but I think a lot of what this comes down to is resetting your baseline. This basically means that a lot of us are used to, people eating the standard American diet. Generally, your palate will be used to overwhelmingly sugary, salty, and fatty foods. And as a result, natural foods like fruits and vegetables won't be as appealing. But these are supposed to naturally taste good. And so if you reset your baseline, then the opposite effect starts to happen, where you start to dislike these overly sugary, salty, and fatty foods. And so this is definitely easier said than done. And I have found the best way is to just cut out all of these. And although I know there's a culture of moderation is everything, and if you're still exposed to these foods, then they'll hijack your taste buds into craving them. One resource to look into is the book Salt, Sugar, Fat: How the Food Giants Hooked Us, which is an investigation into the processed food industry, and exposes how food companies have used salt, sugar, and fat to make their products more addictive and increase their profits. And so, of course, everybody needs to find what actually works for them. But I think that as you reset your baseline and gain the skills and experience to find many meals that you enjoy that are healthy, you'll stop craving unhealthy foods, and it doesn't take any effort. Part of this is also just getting better at cooking, because as you get better at cooking, the healthy meals that you cook will taste better. And so this is just kind of a progression of my own experience with this very sad chicken salad, and hopefully improving over time. But yeah, since there are also other things that you want to consider in terms of making your food taste better, such as including a balance of flavors, including sweet, salty, sour, heat, and umami. There's also consideration of different textures and healthier methods of preparing these. For example, instead of deep frying things, you can use the oven or the air fryer. And then lastly is to never under-season your food, and find places like Aldi or Asian grocery stores where you can get inexpensive flavor boosters like ground spices, whole spices, aromatics, and condiments. And also I would say one thing that I found really helpful in terms of not only inspiration, but introducing new ways of new flavors and in types of food is experimenting with new cuisines. So the next aspect is easy. So there are many ways that you can make cooking meals a lot more convenient and quick. For example, using frozen vegetables that last longer, are more fresh, but can also just are already prepared and can be easily thrown into whatever you're cooking. Same for canned foods. And then also finding things that require less preparation. You could buy pre-cut vegetables, but that can hinder on the cheap side since those are often sold at a premium, but also just finding vegetables that are easier to prepare. Next is plant-based proteins can be faster and easier to prepare because you don't have to worry as much about undercooking them. Like you can eat raw tofu, but you can't eat raw chicken. So there are also a lot of preparation methods that can make things a lot easier. A great way is just to use the oven and to just throw everything in and not have to think about it, including you can also use an Instant Pot or a slow cooker and do the same thing. Next is also stir fries and steaming. And lastly, the best way to make things as easy as possible is to not even have to cook at all. So some things that don't require cooking, such as sandwiches or salads, which can save a lot of time. Next is cheapy. So one thing is that fresh produce isn't really that expensive, especially when you buy what's in season, and certain manufactured health foods like vegetable chips or dehydrated fruit can be overpriced, but if you buy the whole ingredients, they're generally not very expensive. Then there are also frozen and canned foods that are more inexpensive. And then also many whole grains and complex carbs are very inexpensive, such as brown rice, oatmeal, whole wheat bread, sweet potatoes, and dried legumes. Buying things in bulk will also generally save you money. And also a big source of wasting money is you're wasting food. And a big way to combat this is just by freezing either ingredients that are going bad or meals that you don't think you'll be able to finish. Lastly, healthy, which is a pretty contentious subject as there are many different views on what is healthy, but I tend to stick by the philosophy that whole foods are better and anything that didn't exist 100 years ago probably isn't the best thing to consume. And so one thing is just the first step to knowing what is healthy is just having interest and the motivation to learn more about it. And I linked to my YouTube video about why I started eating healthy. And then also for making meals that are healthy, you want to look for alternative ingredients to create meals that are oftentimes thought of as unhealthy, such as just kind of swapping out sugar for in baking for applesauce, or there's some other alternatives you can use. White flour for whole wheat flour, white rice for brown rice, deep frying for air frying, etc. So I would also say think about the foods that you enjoy and how you can make them healthier, because I was kind of disappointed searching for healthy recipes and would see a lot of things geared towards weight loss or dieting, which are kind of just bland and honestly a bit sad. So if you could just think about like, what are the things that look appealing to me? How can I make this healthier? Then you can find things that will get you a lot more excited. And then over here, I just include a few meal examples that I think fit this tech framework that you can also check out in the project. But yeah, thank you for listening to my presentation.
So I think the most important takeaway here is that tech stands for what again, Sumay?
Wait 1 second. Tasty, easy, cheapy, healthy.
That's what tech means going forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead,
I'm just
Adi.
hungry.
Oh. All right, Adi, you can go. Go ahead.
I have a feedback pizza, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, so this is my own thing. Okay, so let me start. So this is a personal pizza with 4 slices. So let me start. Yep. So like I liked your presentation. It was very interesting to hear, and especially the food tech, the tasty, easy, cheapy, healthy, and there was one more thing. Like I forgot it.
Okay.
So I'm talking about the healthy, yeah. So the healthy was quite good. I like the healthy part where you showed all your meals, and I like you can also give ideas to other people who want to make healthy stuffs. And my third pizza, my second last pizza slice is you're you were talking about inexpensive, the cheapy one. So like yeah, it's quite good because you can also make healthy food in cheap ways to save your money and save your health. So yeah,
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. And you guys can go ahead. It would be great if you could put your names in the
Isaiah,
yeah.
Remy, and Lola.
Duh. She goes by Mia.
Mia. Oh yeah. Sorry, it's been a while. Dude, you guys got big.
you that. Yeah, she wanted Mia wanted to do a feedback sandwich. So.
We're all grown up now. My
Didn't
kids
you
used to
say-
go to
say you wanna
school
do
with
a
them
feedback
back when they were like 4. Yeah, come on in here. Great to see you.
Okay, my feedback sandwich is I like how she knows like and how to cook foods because I like to cook foods that are random and sometimes unhealthy. So I think it's cool that she does this stuff like this. And my feedback sandwich is I'm happy that she likes to cook food from her house instead of buying it.
Thank you. All right. What does anybody else have anything they'd like to share, or should we move on to Audie's presentation?
Yeah. I have
All right,
a
go.
feedback sandwich. There isn't a lot of meat on it, but so anyway, so my first piece of bread is that I really like how you shared like the progression, like 2021, 2022, and 2023. And I think it's really cool because that shows like you're not immediately going to be amazing at cooking healthy meals, right? So I think that shows like that it is doable. My meat is that I think you should have the duck picture for 2023 because it's very
That does not fit
it looks so
framework
delicious
at all, though. It is not easy.
Yeah, but I think it really shows the progression
That's
because that really shows that you got to the point where you can make a pecking duck, and I think that's really awesome. And then my other piece of bread is I like how you not only explain what tech is, but also how to do it and give examples because that makes it seem more doable rather than just this is all the stuff I cook. Look at how amazing I am, and you need to use tech for your food because it's like if you just do that, then it's not really very easy to know how to get started. But do you have something you want to share?
I thought that it was really nice, and I like how you made the added the word tech tech
Yeah, tech.
tech and I think that's all.
Thank you so much.